All right, Darksiders. So, could it be the case that Shang-Chi could be as big as Black Panther in the box office? I just read an article on CNBC about this. I said, you know what, this is an interesting question. And I wanted to put this in front of the dark side community. This goes particularly to the Asian members of the dark side community because I want to know what your perspective is. So please share. But this is not just for the Asian community, it's for everyone, because this is a fascinating question, because I feel like there's a lot of things to consider here when answering this question. So let's say something really quickly about Black Panther. Everybody knows, look, it was a huge hit, not just amongst black folks, but everybody loved it, essentially worldwide. Everybody loved it. But for African Americans, it was particularly powerful because of the representation that we got to see on film. And listen, if you're new here, here's my thought on representation. It's needed, right? There's no way in the world, if you have a diverse audience of viewers, you should not have representation in front of and behind the camera. Full stop, period. You can take it into the realm of being super woke and things like that. I'm not talking about that at all. I'm talking about the fact that you have a diverse community and you need to represent that community in front of and behind the camera. If you want to push it into lanes of political correctness and rant and rave about it being just woke and SJW stuff, to me that's nonsense. It's just as plain as what I just stated. Let's keep going. So here's why this is fascinating to me, because number one, there's such a wide range of Asians represented in the United States, not just from China, but from all over Southeast Asia, East Asia, all these different places. So that means you have a lot of different people being represented, possibly in terms of how Shang-Chi represents an Asian community as a superhero, that you have to account for, that have differences in ideologies, difference in thinking, differences in experience. And that's different than the African American community, because we have a shared history of African American history, even though not all of us think and feel the same way about our history. And then when you throw in other blacks in the country that are immigrants, they don't share the same sentiments and feelings about African American history. But I will say the one through line for most African Americans in the country is that we do have a shared history. But this is not necessarily the case for the wide range of Asian folks that we have in the country. Now, for sure, some Asians have had problems in the country, and they've been major. We see a big, powerful reflection of this if you're watching the show Warrior, where it really talks about how Chinese were treated in the 1800s. So we do know that historically in the United States, Asians have not had a good run. And presently, as of this video, there's a whole bunch of foolishness going on with violence towards Asians in the country. So my question to you is this. Do you think that Shang-Chi could be as big as Black Panther in representing the Asian community within the superhero genre? Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll meet you there for the next hour. Check out the next video, which should be up somewhere on the screen. I'll see you there too. Peace.